Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people? Woo! What's going on, people? It's the day of another day of another week called Wednesday. Anybody been said what's going on, people? Hopes everybody's doing everything as far as being prosperity in their life and not letting nobody deter you from your dreams and the goals that you want to achieve in life. Anyway, excuse me, that was caught. Anyway, I have to try to remember to talk slower, so work with me. It's a process, because when I get into these videos, I'll be so upset and I just start, going really fast. So I'm going to try to work on that as well. As you already know, I've been trying. But anyway, I don't know if you know about this. We have lost another one of our sisters. Okay, on May the 1st, this month, which is, it's been, anyway, May the 1st, on Sunday, Reecey was a 32-year-old trans woman. Here she is, a picture right here. Okay, beautiful woman. She was known as being very loving, very playful spirit and stuff like that. And her goal was that she wanted to get a degree because she wanted to start helping a lot of younger people as far as, mentor them and be a counselor to help a lot of young people in the transgender community as far as the gay community and be a support system for them. Now, she was working at a complex apartment. She was giving up. She was really getting a hard way to go, allegedly. She was having a hard way to go there and stuff, and it was giving her such a problem. But she worked there and stuff, and the thing about it was that just as she started receiving different things like on her doorstep and, inside the complex. Now, I'm not sure as far as did she live in this complex or did she just work there and stuff, or did she do both? Because sometimes inside apartments, you can live upstairs and work downstairs. So I'm not really sure of that evidence as far as this. And yet, as the story unraveled, it was a 16-year-old boy that stabbed her to death. And here is what the first reporter came on this scene.
It's a deadly stabbing in southwest Wichita. It's the second one in as many nights. Wichita police looking for this attacker this morning.
Yeah, quite scary. It happened just before 10 last night in the area of South Richmond Avenue and Wildwood Lane, not far from Wildwood Park. KAKE's Gloria Balding is live downtown with what police are saying about this latest homicide. Gloria.
Jamel, we are outside Wichita City Hall. We just wrapped up a police briefing. We now know the name of the person that police found dead in an apartment there. It is 32-year-old Tyreece Walker. That is who police are saying was found stabbed to death. We now know a 16-year-old has been booked on second-degree murder charges in connection with the death of Tyreece Walker. Last night, there were dozens of police vehicles at the scene. We know it happened shortly before 10 p.m., but take a listen to how Sergeant Nikki Woodrow described how officers found 32-year-old Tyreece Walker.
The victim appeared to have multiple stab wounds all over his body. EMS arrived on scene and immediately pronounced the victim dead.
Once again, we do know that a 16-year-old has been booked on second-degree murder charges in this case. However, since the suspect is 16 years old, they will not be releasing the identity of the suspect. We will, of course, continue to track this developing story throughout the morning, both on air and online.
Now, the sad part about it is that, they misgendered her as well. Of course, that's kind of where it goes anyway. But her name is Reecey, and we will address her in this video as far as being Reecey Walker. Anyway, that being said, so she had worked at the front desk at the Wind Ridge apartment complex. And she was getting a hard way to go, allegedly, by a lot of people, I guess, inside the complex as far as the building, by her working there, by her being transgender and stuff. And, the sad part about it was she was working an honest living. And, of course, allegedly, the 16-year-old boy got assaulted by her. Did you hear me? A 16-year-old boy allegedly said that he was assaulted by her, so he stabbed her to death. And the thing about it was that the reason why they got this information because it comes from the suspect's family. And they said, the family, I don't know which member, they said that he was being sexually assaulted by the suspect, by the person. The sad part about it is that being a trans woman and if people that are trans, we hear this story all so often. Either you didn't know, or we attacked at you, or you need to defend your manhood because simple fact of the matter is you felt so upset. And at 16 years old, I'm quite sure he knew the phone of 911, but instead he didn't dial 911. He dialed, to go to the his kitchen or pull out his knife and anything being said. However, there was a victim within this story because the people of Miss Reecey heard about it and they contacted and they jumped right into the storyline. Just they said that is, and I quote, "This is 100% out of character for Reecey. I don't believe it for 1 second," Victoria said. Now, Victoria's her friend and stuff, and she was evidently confiding in Victoria, letting her know the information as far as her going through so much different problems that she was having with an accomplice and of being trans and being attacked. So this is what Victoria had to say in reference to the story.
A second stabbing death in Wichita in 2 nights kills a transgender woman who wanted to help others facing the same struggle.
KAKE's Gloria Balding is live in Southwest Wichita with the latest on the investigation. Gloria.
Chris and Susan, Tyreece Walker was 32 years old and was stabbed to death, according to police, by a 16-year-old who is now awaiting second-degree murder charges. Now, according to the mother of the 16-year-old, she claims that Walker was allegedly sexually assaulting her son, Walker, who is a transgender woman. To her friends, this does not sound like their friend Reecey.
That is completely 100% out of character for Reecey. I don't believe it for a second.
Victoria asked us to not use her last name, but she says she became friends with Reecey for his desire to go to school to become a counselor.
He wanted to get a degree in psychology or social work to try and become a counselor to help other people kind of get through some of the same struggles that he had been through.
Walker worked at the Windridge apartment complex in the front office, according to his sister, but it was at the apartment complex that Walker told Victoria he was experiencing problems.
She said that a lot of people at the apartment complex or even just around Wichita were constantly harassing her and just messing with her, even if it was leaving stuff by her front door.
For now, Victoria is left to remember
her and just messing with her, even if it was leaving stuff by her front door.
For now, Victoria is left to remember Walker as the last time she saw Reecey.
When I left on Wednesday, she was, super excited, happy, and kind of hopping around and less than very, very positive. To wake up this morning and know that that was taken from her is the worst news that I could have possibly got.
I did speak with Walker's mother on the phone earlier today. She's understandably heartbroken, but she did tell me that she believes her baby was set up. Reporting live in Wichita.
And the mother said that doesn't sound like a child, that she feels as though it's a setup. The sad part about it being trans, you don't have to convince us because we already know how the story goes and stuff like that. But, we already know that when it comes to us, we get blamed for our own deaths. If you watch any of my videos, I've said this over and over and over. And this happened in Kansas, the West Department in Wichita, and they said it was close to Wildwood, it's South Richmond Avenue, Wildwood Lane, and it was close to Wildwood, I guess it's Wildwood Park and stuff. And the sad part about it is that they have a GoFundMe page, and I will be putting that at the bottom of this link because it's an unaccounted death. Not unaccounted, but it's an death that they didn't know was going to happen. I can't think of the words right now because in my mind, I'm upset, but I'm trying to compose myself. So it's kind of hard to compose yourself when you're telling the story of one of your sisters who's been murdered once again. And the poor little suspect says, "Oh, but I didn't know. Oh my goodness, they attacked, they assaulted me, they grabbed me, they did all this thing to you." 16 years old, you're not 5, you're not 6, you're not 8, you're not 4. You're 16 years old. 2 years away from being an adult. 16-year-olds, but anyway, I'm not going to say too much. But we will be watching this story, and they will not give the suspect's name or their picture, of course, because they're underage and they're 16 years old. So it's just, you know, an old thing goes that when you're trans, you have to be careful because we seem to have no rights when it comes to killing us. But we'd love to see how the story unfolds. We'd love to see what happens. And I'm definitely going to keep you informed of what goes on in reference to this story and stuff. But rest in peace, Reecey. You know, you tried your best as far as being playful and loving spirit and, you know, being a happy person, and you were trying to live your life as far as helping someone, and you was working in a complex that clearly wasn't safe enough for you, but you was trying to earn a living honestly the best way you could. So rest in peace, Reecey. You know, I hate doing these videos, so I'm trying to go very slow, and I want you to be safe. And I don't want to give too much of my personal opinion because I'm very jaded when it comes to someone being murdered, and I'm very jaded when it comes to a man. You already know that. And, you know, just be safe the best way you can. Okay? And, anyway. We will be following this story to find out how the outcome's being. They said he is, so far as he's being held on second-degree murder. So be safe, people, and remember, the man that you be laying next to, the man that's coming to your house, could be actually the man that's coming to kill you. So when he says to you, are you discreet? If he says to you, the people know about you. He may be giving you an interview on your death that you're about to be laying in your own house or your own bed. While everybody sit back and say, well, what did she do? So just keep in mind, when you find that cute, fine man that gives you everything you want to get your life, he may be coming to take your life. Anyway, the best, I just want to put that there, and I want to say hello to my dogs. I want to say hello to my kids. I want to say hello to people. Boom. I want to say, oh, people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. When you do, I want you to do the best way that you can. If nobody likes it, then fuck them.